the princess has been developing a new weapon. You know, the Mushroom Kingdom's R&D department has developed the Super Scope. A bazooka, an energy cannon that they give to Mario to test out because they have received a plea for help from nearby Jewelry Land, which has been conquered by Bowser, as so many other kingdoms have.
After he's been resurrected from the Antarctic.
Yes. So, Mario takes the Super Scope astride Yoshi, the Yoshi named Yoshi, and goes to Jewelry Land and just annihilates everything in his way. While he is there, he discovers that the Koopa's kingdom have also been developing new weapons technology. They've been building mechs. All of the... most of the Koopalings are piloting big mech suits that Mario obliterates with the Super Scope, because it's an extremely powerful energy weapon. So, Mario defeats the Koopa forces once again, frees Jewelry Land, saves them, and in the end, in his final fight there with Bowser, Bowser is wearing, like, a personal armored suit, like, powered armor, basically, and, he gets real fucked up. He gets, like, very, very badly injured. Not killed, but very badly injured by this energy cannon blasting him in his armor. After this incident, the Koopa Kingdom and the Mushroom Kingdom sign a treaty agreeing not to use technology. Basically. All this, like, super high-tech stuff, the Super Scope and these mech suits, this is all escalating all the conflict to a level that is become unreasonable. There has been too much pain and death. Possibly all of the Koopalings had to be revived. Maybe, like, the number of Bowser's forces that were killed here was exorbitant. The point is, they basically, they convince Peach to never use the Super Scope again by also agreeing to never use their mech suits again, which for them is not that big of a sacrifice.
Yeah, they have dark magic.
They have dark magic. They also still have airships. Airships are not, like, high technology. They're wood. And powered by magic.
Probably.
So, the technology is set aside. Well, most of the technology, because Bowser still has his time machine.
Right, that thing that he just happened to have.
Yeah, so he built a time machine, and he decided to basically screw with Earth. He sent his forces throughout history, Earth's history, to steal cultural artifacts from around the world through history. And, you know, he was set to destroy Earth's timeline and destroy the history of humanity with this. But Mario shows up, and this is why Mario is a kind of like a cryptid-like figure throughout history, who just shows up out of nowhere, returns some missing cultural artifact to some grand historical figure, and then instantly vanishes, never to be seen again, until, you know, centuries later, when some other great artifact has been stolen by mysterious turtles. Most Earth historians consider this a hoax, this whole Mario thing in history, but, you know, the mushroom people know the truth. So, at this point, Wario comes back. You know, he took some time, he got beat up and was still kind of, like, reforming into his own entity outside of the dream world. And, at this point, now is his own defined, formed entity. And, he just starts fucking with them.
He puts a bucket on his head.
Yeah, Mario, Luigi, and Peach and Yoshi all go to the fairy's forest to find the fairy of happiness. And let's see, what was all of this, right? Luigi gets lost. That's right. Luigi gets lost while they're going to find this fairy, and Mario goes off to try and find him. And then Wario drops a bucket on his head from his airplane. Wario has an airplane now. So, then he just, like, follows around Mario, Peach, and Yoshi, dropping buckets on their heads as they run around trying to find Luigi, who keeps getting lost. And eventually, they chase Wario down, and they shoot down his plane and fuck him up.
Yeah, the fairy goes wild.
So, then Wario decides, okay, Wario decides he's had enough just having fun, fucking around. He got beat. It's done. That's enough of that. Now he needs money. Because money. He wants money. So therefore he needs it.
Plane.
Yeah, he's gotta fix his plane that the fairy smashed up. So Wario hears a juicy bit of news, which is that a giant golden statue of Princess Peach, which is a thing that she had made at some point for some reason, because she is extremely vain, was stolen by some pirates. The Brown Sugar Gang. Or the Black Sugar Gang was what they were later called. So they're alternately called the Brown Sugar Pirates and the Black Sugar Gang. Point is, these pirates stole the statue, and so Wario decides he's going to steal it from them so that he can ransom it back to the kingdom, and he can get the money. So, Wario goes to Kitchen Island, their secret hideout base, and just beats up a bunch of pirates. Goes around and steals all of their treasures that they've hidden around the island, and collects all kinds of money, and defeats the pirate queen, Captain Syrup, and also her genie that she has. And so now Wario gets the genie, and, you know, he's ready, he's about to steal the statue when Mario comes by in a helicopter and takes the statue himself.
But that's okay, because Wario has a genie.
Yeah, Wario's got this genie now. So Wario, the genie offers Wario one wish. This is a very cheap genie.
Mm-hmm. Well...
And also, you know, Wario wishes for his own castle, because he wants a castle again. And this is a very cheap genie, so he demands that Wario pay for it. And Wario, using all of this grand treasure that he's found around the island, pays off the genie, who gives him his own planet. So, Wario has a planet now. And this planet has its own inhabitants, its own creatures. So, Wario takes these creatures as his minions and brings them back and decides to get revenge on that fairy that beat him up a bunch. So, he conquers the fairy's woods. I don't know what the princess was doing at the time of this. I don't know what Mario and Luigi were doing at the time of this. But for some reason, the only one available to help with this forest was Toad. Possibly the princess just didn't consider it a very important thing and just sent Toad off to deal with it because it's such a small, insignificant thing.
They were clearly trying to deal with this golden statue, and how do you reinstall a golden statue that was stolen?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, there you go. Peach was busy having this gold statue reinstalled and possibly unveiled and just admiring it. Mario was busy elsewhere. We'll discuss that in a little bit. But Toad was the one who was available to free the fairies, to go to the forest and free them from Wario and his minions. And so the fairy, what was her name? Wanda. Wanda was the name of the fairy that helped them out this whole time. Gives Toad magic bombs. Toad should never be given bombs because he goes crazy with them Toad slaughtered all of Wario's minions. He blasted his way through everything, the entire forest, and killed everything in his way, blew up Wario's house, didn't just chase him out of the woods, chased him back to his own castle outside of the woods that he had built, I guess. He got his minions to build himself a castle. But then Toad had it blown up. And the moral of the story is don't fuck with Toad. At least not when he has magic bombs. So while this is going on, Mario was busy with Kong trouble. Because Pauline got kidnapped again by a new Donkey Kong. This is the modern Donkey Kong. Donkey Kong Jr.'s son. Grandson of the original Donkey Kong. He wears a tie.
We should refer to them as DK from here on out.
Sure, yeah, DK. So DK, Jr.'s son, has taken on the Donkey Kong title. You know, Jr. passed it down to him a while back at this point. So unbeknownst to Mario at this point, original Donkey Kong is back from space. Which, I mean, his family is overjoyed about this, except he's not all there. He keeps rambling on about graphics and gameplay, and everyone's very confused and very concerned, especially DK, who idolized his grandfather as, you know, the greatest Donkey Kong, who has, you know, led the family into greatness through his whole reign. And so DK wants to help his grandfather come back mentally. So he decides to recreate one of his grandfather's great exploits, which was to kidnap this woman, Pauline. DK's not very smart. I don't know what this was meant to accomplish, really. But that's what he did.